After getting drunk and sleeping with the prom queen, we entered a quick marriage out of responsibility. In my dreams, Ivy kissed me smiling. "You're finally mine." Wait, am I being played? My head throbbed as I rolled over and slowly opened my eyes. A pair of eyes stared directly into mine. I jolted awake. "You're up?" Ivy wore only lingerie, gazing at me with doe-eyed innocence. My brain felt like a battlefield after bombardment. I yanked the blanket to find myself naked, then noticed the hickeys on her neck. I remembered last night's reunion where we'd both drunk too much. Ivy said she lived nearby and asked me to walk her home. Then what? Escorting her straight to bed? I don't remember anything, I mumbled, suddenly realizing how that sounded. Not that I meant. I know. We were both drunk. Consensual adults. She bit her lip, lashes fluttering. Though this was my first time. 25. Gorgeous. Killer body. Unless saving herself for true love. Claiming virginity seemed improbable. Was she hinting at money? Before I could spiral, Ivy placed her hand over mine. Her liquid gaze made me shiver. "Let's get married. I'll be a good wife." By Monday, I'd inexplicably obtained a marriage certificate with my college crush. Taking days off work, I suggested, "Since we're legally bound now, maybe we should vacation somewhere?" "You mean a honeymoon?" She nibbled her lip. "Not a fan. No. I love it." She brightened, pressing her pillowy chest against my arm. "When do we leave?" "Hubby." I choked at the sudden endearment, mistaking my reaction. Her smile dimmed. "Sorry, forgetting this is just a responsibility marriage." "No. Call me whatever." Her eyes lit up. "Then reciprocate?" When I hesitated, she withdrew. "My mistake. Emotionless marriages shouldn't." "Stop." I pulled her close. "Wife." Our honeymoon began with Ivy dragging me through endless shops. Do women have infinite stamina? Collapsing on the hotel bed that night, I watched her sort accessories. Not tired, still energized. She pulled nightwear from her suitcase, tilting her head, asking if I'm tired. "Does that mean you wanna?" The Coke I just sipped nearly sprayed out of my mouth. I forced it down, choking violently. Ivy came over to pat my back, laughing. "I meant taking a walk." "What were you thinking?" "A walk." "Oh, right. A walk. If you want to stroll, I'll join you, actually." "Never mind." She deliberately flashed her lace lingerie at me, suddenly feeling exhausted. I mumbled about showering and going to bed early. The bathroom faucet kept running as I sat rigidly on the mattress, fidgeting like there were needles beneath me. Technically, Ivy and I were legally married. Anything between us would be permissible. Yet this inexplicable shame kept surfacing. Maybe it was because the campus queen I'd secretly adored in college now shared my bedroom, making me awkwardly self-conscious? Or perhaps her aggressive approach left me paralyzed. The shower stopped. Ivy emerged wearing only a semi-sheer silk nightgown. "I'll go wash up," I stood abruptly. "Wait." She grabbed my wrist. "I can't fasten this clasp." "Help me?" Her fingers already tugged at the hem. What? My eyes widened in alarm. She released the fabric with a sigh. "My mistake. I know this marriage isn't real. You don't have to pretend. I won't blame you." Was she always this mercurial? I closed my eyes while securing the clasp. As I turned toward the bathroom, my phone rang. Ivy handed it over. Having been closer, the caller ID read Lily. My girlfriend. Well, ex-girlfriend. Dating Lily counted as self-inflicted torture. Frankly, that woman shouldn't be allowed near relationships. During our time together, she'd kept Ryan on speed dial while flirting with her bro squad. I'd been the pathetic third wheel at my own anniversary dinner when she ditched me for Ryan's birthday. When I had pneumonia, she'd been busy trading cocktails and bedroom eyes with her guy pals at the club. Now that I'd finally dumped her, she came crawling back after mere days of silence. Talk about having too much free time. I declined the call without hesitation. "Not answering?" Ivy asked, No need. Post-shower. I braced for awkwardness only to find her already asleep. Relieved, I tucked the blanket around her. Exhaustion from the day's events claimed me quickly. In the hazy space between sleep and wakefulness, I heard my name. Ivy's fingers traced my eyelids, drifted down my nose, lingered on my lips. She kissed me softly. John, you're finally mine. Across town in a CEO's office, Lily hurled her phone against marble flooring. What's got you so worked up, princess? Her friend retrieved the shattered device, tossing it in the trash, dragging me here at midnight because he didn't pick up. Lily hissed, arms crossed petulantly. Wait, you mean John? That's why I'm here. Lily, you're insane. Uncharacteristically quiet. Lily swiveled her chair in contemplation. After prolonged silence, she muttered, he's never ignored my calls before. Why overthink it? Maybe he's busy. It's 11:30 p.m. Who would be busy at this hour? Busy with bedroom gymnastics? Lily grew angrier at her own words, her complexion turning ashen. Why the rush? Hasn't John always been devoted to you? He's so into you. He'll definitely call back soon. What if he doesn't? Then you should reach out first. Why should I? Lily scowled. It's not my fault. Why should I compromise first? Who does he think he is? Acting like I care whether he answers. If he won't pick up, he'd better never answer again. Such boldness. Let's make a clean break then. Lily's friend eagerly agreed. After a beat, Lily asked, but what if he really never answers? Her friend sighed. Lily, I'm saying this as your true sister. You're being ridiculous. Spit it out. Lily snapped impatiently. Lily, are you masochistic? You want John to call, yet won't swallow your pride to contact him. Is this how relationships work? Lily faltered. Listen, love requires effort. Your domineering CEO act doesn't work. If you want a future with him, communicate properly. Got it? No, I'm not wrong. He should apologize to me. The honeymoon period ended as tensions rose. Returning to work, my phone rang that familiar contact name. I blocked Lily's number outright. After work, I found Ivy waiting at the entrance. Colleagues teased, how affectionate. I forced a smile before approaching her. Tired? Let's go home. She beamed, taking my briefcase. To my place or yours? Ivy giggled behind her hand. Our home. Of course. Our home. Before I could process this, a familiar figure approached. Why didn't you answer? Lily demanded, brows furrowed. We're broken up. No obligation to answer. I scoffed. Weren't those two enough for you? Lily's face darkened. They're just friends. Stop being unreasonable. Come home. She yanked my arm. Miss, public displays are unseemly. Ivy stepped between us. I'm John's girlfriend. Who are you to interfere? Ivy's delicate frame trembled as she leaned into me. She's right. You're just the ex who cheated yet shamelessly seeks reconciliation. Unlike me, his ordinary wife. What? Lily's face contorted with rage. Composing herself, she sneered, his wife? John chased me for 3 years. Obeyed my every whim. Everyone knows he's obsessed with me. Who'd believe this farce? She turned to me. This petty revenge is pathetic. So I spent 2 extra days comforting Ryan. We did nothing. Are you really inventing marriage lies to make me jealous? How childish. WTF? Just comforting Ryan? You were practically dry humping in my bathtub. Skin rubbing against skin in that tiny tub, and you call that nothing? If I hadn't returned early from my business trip, would you still claim innocence? Liking you doesn't make me inferior. Who are you lording over? I glared. Are you so superior? Need I fabricate stories to win your attention? Are you forgetful? We're done. You're the clingy one now. Lily jabbed her finger at my face. John, enough with the tantrums. Sometimes, explaining to fools truly exhausts. I'm leaving. You should reflect on your actions. Lily turned around and stormed off after throwing out those words. I felt like I'd inexplicably eaten a pile of shit, disgusting as hell. When the farce ended, Ivy took me to an exquisitely decorated house. Do you like it? She asked. Oh my God. This is the wealthy neighborhood, so this is our house? I asked. Yeah. Ivy nodded with a smile. Consider it a wedding gift. Wait. Let me sort this out. Didn't Ivy and I get married by accident? This gift doesn't seem casually prepared at all, facing such extravagance. I suddenly didn't know how to react. I teased her. Gifting something this huge. Are you sure you're not secretly into me? Ivy simply smiled without responding. That night, we lay in bed with only the faint glow from the bedside lamp. Ivy burrowed into my arms, pressing her face against my chest. I froze awkwardly. She asked, Did my presence disrupt your life? Of course not. She continued, Do you still have feelings for Lily? Long gone. Good. She snuggled closer, tightening her embrace. John, let's take good care of each other from now on. It was the weekend. No work. Right after breakfast, someone knocked. Opening the door revealed a blonde guy, an old man, and a stylish middle-aged woman. Dad. Mom. What are you doing here? Ivy looked startled. Dad. Mom. I gaped. The elderly couple beamed, pulling me to the sofa. John, are you settling in well? Getting along with Ivy? Then they called to the boy hauling gift boxes inside. Ethan, wash the fruits for our son-in-law to try. Ethan grumbled while unpacking fruit baskets. Unbelievable. They get a son-in-law and forget their own son. Ivy chuckled, scolding him half-heartedly as she took over. I'll handle this. Go sit. Ethan plopped down beside me, staring intently, uncomfortable under his gaze. I forced a polite smile. He suddenly sighed. So my sister actually managed to land you? How does a corporate drone like you deserve the campus queen's pursuit? Well, it wasn't exactly her chasing me. It's complicated. Ethan grabbed an apple from the coffee table, wiped it on his shirt, and bit in. Looks premeditated to me. Ivy cleared her throat, bringing over the fruit platter. Ethan, since when did you become so chatty? I didn't dwell on his words. After hours of small talk, Ivy's mom patted my shoulder. When are you two planning to have kids? How many? What's the timeline? This completely floored me. We never discussed this when impulsively marrying. Hell, we're practically strangers. I glanced at Ivy, feigning intimacy. Darling, how many should we have? She seemed pleased with the term of endearment, smiling sweeter than ever. Your call. The parents dropped the subject when they couldn't get answers, shifting to other topics. Later, I invited them for lunch, but they insisted on not intruding on our newlywed time, dragging Ethan, mid-game, away with them. Over lunch, Ivy suggested, We've been married a while. Should we visit your parents tomorrow? After consideration, I agreed. Ivy smiled as she served me a bowl of corn and pork rib soup. My parents can be a bit clingy. I didn't expect them to visit today. Please don't mind. It's fine. We're all family. Midway through dinner, Ivy suddenly asked, Have you thought about what my parents mentioned earlier? What thing? I blinked in confusion. Having kids. I shoveled a large mouthful of rice to hide my embarrassment. Well, that depends on you. Depends on me? Ivy leaned closer until our faces were mere inches apart. Personally, I quite like children. Her breath warmed my cheek as she tilted forward, the neckline of her blouse revealing a glimpse of cleavage. Our gazes locked, just as our lips began to gravitate toward each other. She playfully pulled back and plucked a grain of rice from my collar. You've got food on your clothes. Meanwhile, Lily sat in her office sorting through documents when her phone rang. A concerned voice pleaded, Lily, why don't you just apologize to John? This breakup seems serious. I saw him grocery shopping with another woman last week. They might even be living together. If you keep this up, someone else will snatch him away. Lily scoffed. He could never be taken from me. John's obsessed with me. He can't forget what we had. Besides, she twirled a pen between her fingers. How many times have we broken up before? He always comes crawling back. Give it a few days, and he'll be begging for reconciliation again. You're impossible. If you actually care about your man, stop playing games. Do you need to wait until he marries that woman? Until they sleep together? Don't be ridiculous. Those marriage threats were just to make me jealous. John would never touch another woman. He only wants me. Lily, you're hopeless. Rumor has it John's taking her to meet his parents tomorrow. I've done my duty as a friend. Your move. The line went dead. Lily massaged her temples, the paperwork blurring before her eyes. Though she tried convincing herself John would never leave, the memory of him laughing with that plain-looking woman ignited unfamiliar panic. She stared out the window, resolving, I'll visit the Davis family tomorrow. No more tantrums. I'll forgive him without demanding apologies. He'll ditch that nobody the moment I crook my finger. The next morning, Ivy and I arrived at my parents' house carrying gift boxes. Mom, Dad, Ivy chirped as we entered. My parents froze at the unfamiliar term of address. Our daughter-in-law? Mom finally managed. Ivy nodded cheerfully. Mom smacked my shoulder. You rascal. Should have dumped Lily ages ago. Mom. I coughed pointedly. Let's not mention Lily in front of Ivy. Blushing, Mom ushered us inside. So, Ivy, how did you two meet? Are you living together? When's the wedding? The barrage continued until Dad intervened. They just got here. Stop interrogating the poor girl. Ivy guided Dad to the sofa. Actually, we already got married. The room fell silent. Old Davis. Mom whispered shrilly. Did she just say? Marriage license. Dad confirmed weakly. After stunned deliberation, my parents erupted into joyous planning for our non-existent wedding ceremony. The doorbell interrupted their excitement. Dad opened it to reveal Lily standing on the porch, overdressed in garish designer clothes reeking of perfume. Hello, Mom and Dad. I came to visit. My parents exchanged grimaces. They'd never approved of Lily, especially after she'd thrown away Grandma's homemade preserves during her last visit, sneering about unhygienic peasant food. Ivy's smile didn't falter as she interlaced our fingers. Lily's eyes narrowed at the silent proclamation. The grandfather clock ticked louder in the thickening tension. No matter how much my parents insisted, Lily refused to accept the money. They praised her thoughtfulness, urging her to take it. But she sneered. These crumpled bills are filthy, practically petri dishes for bacteria. Later, when I tried talking to her, she shrugged me off. John, let me be clear, I can't stand having old people around. If you truly love me and want to marry me, cut ties with your parents. I stared in disbelief at the woman I'd loved for years. What about your own parents? Would you abandon them too? My parents aren't like yours. Her coldness made me step back. So this is only about my family. Don't be dramatic. I'm stating facts. Old people are inherently dirty. Who'll care for your parents when they become incontinent? Me? And their constant nagging? I won't tolerate it. Years of resentment boiled over, her disrespect toward my family, her recent escapade with Ryan, her childhood friend, calmly watching her rant. I said, we're done. Lily froze. Are you serious? She demanded after a long pause. This isn't a joke. I've never been clearer. We're incompatible in relationships and family values. You pursued me first. She shouted. I did. But love requires reciprocity. You've never truly loved me back. That's bullshit. I bought birthday gifts, celebrated anniversaries, generic gifts bought in bulk, dates only when Ryan was busy. The truth tasted bitter. No man should share his girlfriend. If others tolerate that, fine. But I won't. Enough. Lily snapped. You're just angry. Come apologize when you've cooled off. Later, I want to slap my past self. 3 years of humiliation. What was I? A fucking Ninja Turtle? When Lily appeared at my parents', Mom scowled. Why are you here? To take John home. Lily smiled. Ivy stepped forward, clasping Lily's hand. If you're here to give wedding gifts, just send them. John's busy. Wedding? Between who? Lily yanked her hand back. If anyone's marrying John, it's me. Ivy feigned collapse into my arms. Your audacity is impressive, but this isn't an asylum. As Lily raised her hand to strike, I blocked it. Enough. Lily, get out. I'm your girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. Ivy corrected sweetly. Lily turned to me. I'll forgive you. I'll even distance myself from Ryan. This isn't about apologies. I laughed bitterly. You still don't get it. Fine. Don't regret this. She screamed, storming off. Regret? I called after her. I feel nothing but relief. Slamming the door, I added, you went the wrong way. That night, Ivy massaged my shoulders. Let's schedule wedding photos, I said, pulling her close. She nestled against me, her familiar scent soothing. Would we be together without that drunken night? Absolutely, she affirmed instantly, stroking her face. I remembered my college crush. Without that alcohol-fueled reunion orchestrated by our class president, we might never have reconnected. Thank you, I whispered, for coming into my life. Then I should thank you too. Ivy pinched my cheek. Thank you for giving me the chance to be Mrs. Davis. I shook my head, not just now. It's been that way all along. Me too. Ivy looked dead serious. I chuckled, thinking she was joking, and confessed, you might have only noticed me recently, but I've had my eye on you for ages. Not true. What? I didn't quite catch her meaning. I'm saying I've known you since way back too. We didn't just meet recently. Ivy pouted. I was stunned. Never imagined someone like Ivy, constantly surrounded by admirers, would notice someone as ordinary as me. When? I asked. She smiled mysteriously, secret. Her eyes sparkled so brightly I couldn't help leaning in to kiss her. Taken by surprise, Ivy froze like a startled deer before wrapping her arms around my neck and kissing me back. This time, we're both sober, Ivy murmured before kissing my Adam's apple. I tucked her stray hair behind an ear. Yeah, stone cold sober. Giggling sweetly, Ivy loosened my tie. John, we should have a baby. Moonlight draped over our passionate night. We picked a sunny day for wedding photos. At the studio entrance, a clerk pointed at us excitedly. You finally tied the knot. Huh, you know us? I asked. Ivy pressed a finger to her lips in a shushing gesture. The clerk nodded knowingly without answering. Our store's running a promotion. Such a gorgeous couple. If you let us display your photos, you'll get a discount. The clerk pitched, though reluctant to be exhibition material. Ivy seemed intrigued. If we hang them here, everyone passing by will know we're happily married, she said. Driving home, I kept puzzling over the clerk's remark and Ivy's cryptic confession last night. Ivy, I finally asked, did we ever meet at that bridal shop before? Why? That clerk clearly recognized us when mentioning tying the knot. So remember now? She teased. I shook my head, sorry. No clue. Covering a laugh. She skipped ahead before turning. Want to guess? I jogged after her. This mysterious? MHM. Really won't tell me? Honey? I scooped her up bridal style. She playfully punched my shoulder. We're in public. Put me down. Meanwhile, Lily drowned her sorrows in a dim bar. Her best friend snatched the glass. How long are you going to keep moping? Lily stared blankly. Who's moping? I'm celebrating. Celebrating? You look like you're at a funeral. Silence. Lily, what happened? The blonde chugged straight from the bottle before muttering. John dumped me. What? I told you to reconcile with him. Didn't work? Nope. We fought. He told me to get lost. Impossible. He adored you. Unless God. Lily, what awful thing did you say this time? Lily Thompson took another gulp of wine, refusing to respond. Suddenly, a notification popped up on her friend's phone. Oh my God. The private investigator I hired sent updates. Guess what? John's taking wedding photos with another woman. Lily's grip tightened around her wine glass. Tell me, her friend pressed. Was John telling the truth before? Did they actually get married? This can't be. No, John left me because of the unresolved issues between our families and friends. It has nothing to do with someone else. You never know. Life's full of surprises. Whose side are you on? Lily snapped. Her friend immediately shut up. This has to be fake. Lily kept refilling her glass. He loved me for 3 years. How could he give up so easily? There must be some mistake. Maybe they photographed the wrong person. Yeah, definitely a case of mistaken identity. Her friend sighed. Lily, stop this. If it's unrequited, let go early. You're destroying your health. They're already legally married. Even if you chase after him, you can't undo this. Do you expect John to get divorced? Divorce? Exactly. So what if they married? Divorce exists, right? Lily's eyes glinted dangerously. Lily, wake up. No, you don't understand. I truly love John. I can't live without him. You're hopeless. If you knew this day would come, why did you act that way back then? On Monday, as soon as I stepped out, Lily was blocking the doorway. Her hair hung disheveled, dark circles resembling bruises under her eyes. What do you want? I demanded. I want us to be together. I'm afraid that's impossible. Ivy stepped between us, smiling coolly. He's married to me now. You? Lily shoved Ivy to the ground. I helped my wife up, shielding her behind me. I won't sugarcoat this. Lily, come at me if you must. But stop acting like a wild dog barking at everyone you see. John, how could you? Lily grabbed my arm desperately. I'm here to reconcile. Can't you see how much I care? I know you still love me. Divorce her and marry me properly. Okay. Delusional. I shook her off. Did you think about consequences when you were two-timing me? I gave you 3 years' worth of chances. Lily, not once did you look back. Why should I remain your backup plan? Did you think I enjoy being cheated on? No. Believe me, those others meant nothing. I've only loved you. All these years. You're like an idiot counting heartbeats after having your chest cavity emptied. I glared at her. Stop the emotional manipulation. If you only loved me, even God would descend to hell searching for his missing molars. Do you even think before speaking? Lily stared blankly, unprepared for my harshness from someone she'd always seen as gentle. But this was always me, reserving softness for loved ones, unleashing fury where deserved. Though our 3-year history made me hesitate, she'd literally come begging for insults. John, you've changed. You were never like this. I've always been this way. Tolerate it or leave. Trapped in indecision. Lily froze until Ivy cheerfully offered. Need me to walk you out? After shooting Ivy a venomous look, Lily stormed off, though not without a final shout. This isn't you dumping me. John, I'm dumping you. As the door slammed, Ivy gave me a thumbs up. Impressive as ever. Mr. Davis. Bright future ahead. Impressive? I raised an eyebrow. She pressed a finger to her lips. Another secret? I chuckled, pulling her into an embrace. MHM. Secret. Lily never bothered us again. Our relationship deepened. Families eventually organizing our wedding. Backstage, Ethan handed me a pink journal. Happy wedding. Oh, and make babies soon. My parents won't stop nagging about grandchildren. Laughing, I opened the diary. Ivy's handwriting filled the pages. October 16th, 2017. Monday. Cloudy school debate tournament today. That opponent demolished us. Total MVP material. October 20th, 2017. Friday. Sunny finally learned the debate champion's name. John Davis. Wednesday, November 8th, 2017. Overcast got backstabbed today. Feeling down. but unexpectedly received good news. Heard he doesn't have a girlfriend. Wednesday, April 11th, 2018. Cloudy found him in the elective class I attended today. Lucky me. Friday, May 25th, 2018. Sunny had an allergic reaction and broke out in acne all over my face. Ran into him on my way to the dermatologist. Thankfully, he didn't recognize me with my mask and hat. Saturday, May 26th, 2018. Sunny saw him again on the same street. Still didn't recognize me. When I froze outside the bridal shop, he thought I needed help and asked. Haha. Truth is I only stopped because I spotted him. Oh, before leaving, he complimented me, said I should try wedding dresses boldly even if I never marry. He added that though he couldn't see my face, he imagined I'd look stunning in one. Sunday, May 27th, 2018. Cloudy passed the bridal shop again and went in because of his words. The staff was lovely. One whispered she hoped I'd return with my partner someday. I showed her his photo and promised we'd come together. Tuesday, July 16th, 2019. Sunny, someone randomly snapped at me today. He saw it and snapped back brilliantly. That silver tongue of his. No wonder he's the best debater. Wednesday, December 25th, 2019. Snowy wanted to ask him out for Christmas, but someone beat me to it. Wonder if he said yes. There were several more pages of such entries. I read through them all. The ceremony began. Ivy walked toward me under golden sunlight. Our gazes locked. I know now. I smiled. Know what? Your secret. She laughed. Oh dear. Caught red-handed. Turns out everything was fate. Wind caressed Ivy's hair like a lingering kiss as we exchanged vows. We sealed our promise with passion beneath the spring breeze. There's no hurry. We'll spend forever writing our story.